Your next best move starts here. Subscribe, like, and let me know what you think below. Kashlinskaya and Dzagnidze dive into the Sicilian defense, Nussdorf variation, Amsterdam variation in this thrilling Carins Cup Round 8 encounter. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. On d6. On d4. On takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight f6. Knight c3. On a6. On f4 entered in Sicilian defense, Nussdorf variation, Amsterdam variation. On e5. Threatening. On takes d4. Knight b3 played by Kashlinskaya. Queen c7. Bishop e2. On b5. King castled kingside. Knight bd7. On takes e5. On takes e5. On a4. Threatening. On takes b5. On b4 not optimal played by Dzagnidze. Threatening. On takes c3. Knight d5 played by Kashlinskaya. Threatening. Knight takes c7 check. King d8. Knight takes a8. On h5. Bishop e3. Bishop e7. Queen d6 played by Dzagnidze. Bishop c4. Bishop b7. Bishop e3. Rook c8. Threatening. Rook takes c4. Knight a5 slight mistake played by Kashlinskaya. Threatening. Knight takes b7. Bishop takes d5 played by Dzagnidze. On takes d5. Bishop e7. Knight c6. Knight b8. Knight takes e7. King takes e7. Queen e2. On a5. Rook a d1. Rook h d8. King h1. On h6. Bishop f4. Threatening. Bishop takes e5. Knight bd7 played by Dzagnidze. Bishop g3. King f8. Bishop b3. Rook e8. Rook f5. On g6. Threatening. On takes f5. Rook ff1 played by Kashlinskaya. King g7. Bishop h4. Knight h5. Queen f3. Threatening. Queen takes f7 check. Rook f8 played by Dzagnidze. Rook de1. On f5. On g4. Threatening. On takes h5. On takes g4 played by Dzagnidze. Queen takes g4. Knight f4. Bishop e7. Threatening. Bishop takes d6. Queen takes e7 played by Dzagnidze. Rook takes f4. Rook takes f4. Queen takes f4. Rook f8. Threatening. Rook takes f4. Bishop c4. Rook takes c4. King g2. Queen h4. Rook e2. Queen g3 played by Kashlinskaya. Rook f5. Bishop c4. Knight f6. Rook g1. On g5. Queen h3. Threatening. Queen takes f5. Rook f4 played by Dzagnidze. Threatening. Rook takes c4. Queen c8 played by Kashlinskaya. Knight e4. Threatening. Knight d6. Queen h3. Rook takes c4. On d6 played by Kashlinskaya. threatening. Pawn takes e7. Knight f2 check. King g2. Rook g4 check. King takes f2. Rook f4 check. Knight takes d6 played by Dzagnidze. Queen g8 check. King f6. Queen h8 check. King g6. Threatening. Queen b7 check. Rook g2. Knight takes c4. Queen g8 check. King h5. Queen takes c4. Queen g8 check played by Kashlinskaya. King f5. Bishop d3 check. Pawn e4. Threatening. Pawn takes d3. Bishop e2 played by Kashlinskaya. Pawn e3. Threatening. Queen b7 check. Rook g2. Rook f2. Queen h7 check. Queen takes h7. Rook takes f2 check. Bishop d3 check played by Kashlinskaya. King e5. Rook g3. Threatening. Rook takes e3 check. Queen b7 check played by Dzagnidze. King g1. Queen a7. Threatening. Pawn e2 check. King g2. Queen f2 check. King h1. Pawn promotes to queen at e1 check. Bishop f1. Bishop e2 played by Kashlinskaya. Knight f5. Queen e8 check. King f6. Queen f8 check. Queen f7. Threatening. Queen takes f8. Rook g2. Queen c5. Pawn h3. Knight d4. King h2. Queen h8 check played by Kashlinskaya. King e7. Stop here and find the strongest move. Queen e5 check is best move. Queen e6. Queen takes a5. Knight takes g3. Pawn takes g3. Rook d4 and take decisive advantage. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook h3 not optimal played by Kashlinskaya. Queen f6. Threatening. Queen takes h8. Pawn c3. Pawn takes c3. Rook f3. Pawn c2. Rook takes f4. Pause the video and find the best move. Queen c8 excellent move. Queen takes b2. Queen c5 check. King f7 and increase their advantage significantly. Let's analyze the main game. Queen b8 played by Kashlinskaya. Queen takes b2. Queen c7 check. King f8. Threatening. Queen c1 check. Bishop d1. Queen takes d1 check. King g2. Queen f1 mate. Queen d8 check played by Kashlinskaya. King g7. Time to think, find the best continuation. Queen c7 check, a powerful reply. King h8. Queen c8 check. King h7. Rook f3. Rook takes f3 and sees the initiative shifting to the main variation. Queen d7 check played by Kashlinskaya. King h8. Think carefully what is the best move. Queen c8 check is best move. King h7. Rook f3. Rook takes f3. Queen b7 check. King g6 and increase their advantage significantly. Let's explore the main line. Queen e8 check inaccuracy played by Kashlinskaya. King h7. Threatening. Queen a1 check. Bishop d1. Queen takes d1 check. King g2. Queen f1 mate. Rook takes h6 check played by Kashlinskaya. Knight takes h6. Time to think, find the best continuation. Queen e7 check, excellent move. Knight f7. Queen takes e3. King g7. Bishop h5. Queen d4 and gain a significant edge, shifting to the main variation. Bishop d3 check, not optimal, played by Kashlinskaya. Rook f5. Queen takes e3. Queen a1 check. King g2. Queen f6. Queen a7 check. King g8. Bishop takes f5. Knight takes f5. Queen a8 check. King g7. Threatening. Knight e3 check. King h3. Queen f1 check. King g3. Queen f4 check. King h3. Queen b7 check played by Kashlinskaya. King h6. Threatening. Knight e3 check. King h3. Queen f1 check. King g3. Queen f4 check. King h3. Time to think, find the best continuation. King f2, strongest choice here. Knight d6 check. Queen f3. King g7. Queen takes f6 check. King takes f6 and gain a significant edge. Let's go to the main game. Queen e4, not optimal, played by Kashlinskaya. Knight h4 check. King g3. Knight g6. Kashlinskaya had no choice but to throw in the towel.